insights to share. They'll guide you with their expert. Head drive bold and cold. Mohawk secrets shared with care. Hit the road with confidence to spare. Mohawk Table Talk, come join the ride. The podcast that's got you auto-supplied. From deals to trends and buying advice, we'll make our shopping extra nice. Think of push on every day. Mohawk Table Talk, come join the ride. The podcast that's got you auto-supplied. From deals to trends and buying advice, we'll make our shopping extra nice.
We are so glad you're here. Tune in Tuesdays, don't be late. Nate and Mike got info great. Local auto news you need to hear. Ready to shift your knowledge gear. The pros from the dealer's floor with tips and tricks and so much more. Be the buyer that's wise and smart. Rolling in style, you're off to a start. Mohawk Table Talk, come join the ride. The podcast that's got you auto-supplied. From deals to trends and buying advice, we'll make car shopping extra nice. Got a question? Ask away. Nate and Mike got things to say. Guests drop in with insights to share. They'll guide you with their expert flair. Story flow, insights unfold. Stay ahead, drive bold and cold. Mohawk secrets shared with care. Hit the road with confidence to spare. Mohawk Table Talk, come join the ride. The podcast that's got you auto-supplied. From deals to trends and buying advice, we'll make car shopping extra nice. Stories flow, insights unfold. Stay ahead, drive bold and cold. Mohawk secrets shared with care. Hit the road with confidence to spare. Mohawk Table Talk, come join the ride. The podcast that's got you auto-supplied. From deals to trends and buying advice, we'll make car shopping extra nice. Tune in Tuesdays, don't be late. Nate and Mike got info great. Local auto news you need to hear. Ready to shift your knowledge gear. They're the pros from the dealer's floor, with tips and tricks and so much more. Be the buyer that's wise and smart. Rolling in style, you're off to a start. Mohawk Table Talk, come join the ride. The podcast that's got you auto-supplied. From deals to trends and buying advice, we'll make car shopping extra nice. Got a question? Ask away. Nate and Mike got things to say. Guests drop in with insights to share. They'll guide you with their expert flair. Stories flow, insights unfold. Stay ahead, drive bold and cold. Mohawk secrets shared with care. Hit the road with confidence to spare. Mohawk insights to share. They'll guide you with their expert flair. Stories flow, insights unfold. Stay ahead, drive bold and cold.
All right, April 28th, glorious day here in upstate New York. Beautiful day for a picnic, which we had. We're a little late to the game. I know we had this stream running for about 6 hours, but you know, the customer comes first.
That's
and
right.
if you're listening to the podcast, you literally have no idea what we're talking about.
That's right. But we welcome you to Mohawk Table Talk with, is it the first? This is the first
Outside podcast.
Outdoor podcast. In fact, I think we brought this up last week, and we're bringing it to fruition. We're sitting outside on the newly designed front, what is this? The front sidewalk, the front
This is
walk?
what we call the front curb.
Curbside, right. We are curbside with you, coming to you live from Mohawk Honda, and it's April 28, 2025. I wouldn't have thought it was going to be this nice, because it wasn't this nice yesterday. I don't know about you, but it was raining and cold yesterday, and today we're outside at 70 and sunny. I can't believe it.
It feels amazing. I'm so happy. So between global tariffs shaking up vehicle prices, Mohawk Honda earning top national recognition, we got a lot to break down today, including how your trade-in could be your best move right now.
That's right. That's right.
And if you don't know, this is Mohawk Table Talk, where we bring the tips and tricks to you because we know that an educated buyer is the best buyer. And so we have a little bit of news and tips and tricks for you coming up.
That's right. And with you as always, Nate Greklich is your host. I'm your co-host, Mike O'Toole. We're happy to bring you as much info as we can possibly pack into 20 to 30 minutes.
That's
every Tuesday, except today, it's like a special day.
Very special day.
We had to come to you live and on the replay on Monday because we're celebrating Mohawk Honda, the President's Award Elite. And we had to bring that to the forefront. So we wanted to bring that up, let you know what's going on in the market, and tell you how that affects you, whether you're an owner, whether you're thinking about trading, selling, or if you just want to keep your ar and get that maintenance done for summer.
If you're watching the video podcast, you'll see these beautiful trophies. Do they even call them trophies? This is like a monument.
It is. And these
it's a major award.
And these are heavy. You probably can't, I don't want to try to lift it up with one hand because, you know.
I don't want to smash this.
That's right. You ever see the people, they win like sports awards and they're kind of lifting them up? I'm like, don't drop it. Don't drop it.
Yep.
Well, we don't want to be that guy.
Nope, that's why it's staying here on our table for our Mohawk Table Talk. And this is the President's Award and then the President's Elite. But what does that really mean, Mike?
Well, President's Award, that means a bunch of things. The President's Award is for those that know Honda and have seen President's Award banners hanging or decals at our store or at others. What that means is that your store is recognized as part of the top 10 of Honda dealers in relation to customer satisfaction, right? You have to meet some sales goals, both service and vehicle sales, but also you have to be among the top with customer satisfaction. And that's not just sales. That's not just when you buy a car, that's when you service a vehicle. So when you come into service, you receive those surveys, and if you've serviced with us before, you probably heard our professionals mention that geez, you may receive a survey from Honda asking you how your visit was, and so hopefully it was great. But you know, nothing's always perfect if you have something that your car's broken down or something, there was an issue. Doesn't happen often, but it could happen. So what the President's Award does is recognize those top 10% of Honda dealers that meet and exceed the standards for customer satisfaction, which is really, really awesome. And then the Elite. The Elite is the best of that top 10%. In fact, I believe the number is the top 10 in the nation as far as Master Circle. And we're proud to say, as part of the Mohawk team, that Mohawk Honda was awarded that for 2024. So that means not only did we overachieve in terms of customer satisfaction, but then we were in the top of that group, which we're super proud of. I couldn't be more proud to have be part of this team.
Absolutely, and it obviously we couldn't do without all of our amazing customers out there and our amazing staff here at Mohawk Honda. And it's really because, you know, the slogan we have is we go out of our way to please you, but it's not just a slogan, it's what we actually try to do day in and day out for our customers, because we know that happy customers make great customers. And you know, we're really just trying our best to make the right car, make it affordable, but have the best car ownership possible. And that's why we are where we are in terms of satisfaction score. And we just want to thank everybody who has been a customer the past year. in 2024, and future customers that are thinking about purchasing a vehicle and don't know where to go. We have the perfect place for you.
That's right. We're a little biased, right? But you can start your journey even if you're just browsing or just have some questions that don't necessarily need to necessitate a visit. Check out MohawkHonda.com or, of course, MohawkChevrolet.com. Mohawk Chevrolet, of course, has their shelf full of trophies. Also, they
also
lot
hit
of an amazing
presidents,
job.
or they're masters, or I forget the terminology, but
Yeah.
they also hit a very high record for themselves as well,
Yes.
which is also a great kudos.
Yes, the culture of taking care of our employees and our customers is certainly abound at both stores and also at Mohawk Collision Center, who is a big part of that customer satisfaction, because there's nothing more difficult than handling a situation where you may have some damage on your vehicle or we're in an accident or something like that, and then there's nothing great about that. But to make the experience of getting your vehicle repaired when it has to be is really phenomenal.
Dealer of the Year.
Dealer of the Year.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Dealer of the
How do we miss
Year
that?
award is Mohawk Chevrolet. I apologize for that.
Yeah, Mohawk Chevrolet, Dealer of the Year. That's a Chevy Dealer of the Year. Huge honor, just as President's Award is for Mohawk Honda. So it's not about us, though. It's about the customers. We wouldn't have any accolades. We wouldn't have any awards if it wasn't for the customers who have seen value in the process. And hopefully, Nate, you and I had a little part in our, we like to make, the best buyers.
That's right.
Are educated buyers.
That's right. That's what we try to do with this podcast. And, we're always trying to get better, do what we can for the customer. And that falls in line with trade-ins, but most importantly, our service department. And we just keep adding things to make it a one-stop shop for our customer. Whether you curb your rim, whether you tear the inside of your vehicle, or you have kids or you have dogs that, just don't want to listen to you and they decide to have fun in your car and rip it somehow, some way. We want to make sure that while you're in for service, you can get that taken care of while you're in. And we just bought a new facility down the road from Mohawk Honda that specializes in what we call paintless dent removal, or if you hear it out in the ethos out there, it's called PDR. And essentially, if you have any small little dings or dents on your vehicle, we can get those out for you, along with our rim repair. So, you know who you are. I've done it. You've probably done it. When you're in the fast food drive, or if you're going to parallel park and there's a curb, a really hard curb, or those streets that have 2 lanes, but they really shouldn't be 2 lanes, and that curb is just right there.
And why are those curbs always so tall when that happens too? Like, ooh.
And you what we call curb rash, or you take a little chunk out of your rim. We have the availability to help you out there. So take a look. If you're ever in for service, we have those options, and that is really to give you the best experience possible with your car ownership. So take a look at that.
Our theme, and Nate and I talk about this, the whole management team talks about this, is Mohawk Honda and Mohawk Chevrolet. We're super proud to be part of a team that can offer a full suite of solutions, right? So it's not just buy a car and then have to go somewhere else for the other stuff. Or it's not just get your oil change, but you have to go somewhere else for the other stuff. So like Nate just ran down some of the more recent additions to our full service suite of solutions for you to help to make it a one-stop shop, whatever way you want to put it. That way you don't have to run around town getting that dent repaired and getting that scratch and that leather fixed over here, all that kind of thing. So Nate just mentioned a few, but we're super proud of the ability for us to be able to service your vehicle, right? Perform those recalls if there are any recalls. We have a state-of-the-art facility with factory-trained technicians. That's both at Honda and at Chevrolet. What that means is every time you come in, your vehicle is run through our state-of-the-art UVI system every single time at both stores. And that system alerts us, geez, are there any recalls open? Do we need to let them know about anything that, as a consumer, you might just be driving your car, you'd have no idea.
Right.
So that factory integration is super important, along with super competitive, if not better than, the competition in terms of oil change prices, right? You want to make sure you're not overpaying for that. Interior repair, glass repair, paintless dent repair. It seems like the list goes on, and let alone the fact that you could actually buy a car here.
let alone
new or used.
Who would have thought you could buy a car at a car dealership?
Yeah, who would have thought that? So you could buy a new or pre-owned vehicle, and if you decide on that certified pre-owned, you have that factory backing at Honda. If it's a Honda certified, if it's at Mohawk Chevrolet, you have Car Bravo, which gives you that certification for even more than just the Chevys. So
That's right.
There's a lot of peace of mind wrapped up there. And lastly, what we try to do every week, of course, is bring you the latest and greatest. And if there is anything to talk about, well, even if it's not so great. We were talking about tariffs, the last 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks?
I don't think we're going to get out of it, even though we want to be. But, there was a lot of hype around the tariffs and them coming in and all of that fun stuff. And we thought that it was going to do a major shift with car buying, car selling, which I don't think is the case, is what we're starting to see, right, Mike?
That's right. We haven't seen a shift in terms of consumer pricing. So like that MSRP or that Monroney label that you see on the side of the window of a new car, we have not seen any adjustments at Honda, at Chevrolet, and I haven't heard of any others. So that doesn't mean it's not a thing. I mean, tariffs are still real,
right?
But they're still a thing. But we haven't seen that pass to the customer, which is what our concern is, right?
Right.
We're not concerned
I think that's
about
everybody's concern is when is it going to come. As of right now, we're not really seeing much, which is great for you. But it also means that get in, see what's going on. Obviously, tune into our podcast because we're going to keep you up to date on all of the latest and greatest to make sure that you're aware of what is happening. We're not here to scare anybody. We're just here to tell everybody what is going on.
That's right. And one of the things that I've heard, being in the showroom every day, are some consumers are saying, geez, with these tariffs, whether there's a price change or not, how does that affect used cars? Like used cars that somebody might come here and purchase, or how does that affect the car that they already own? Does that mean that the value goes up? Does it go down? Does it stay the same? What does that mean to us? And the good news is I've seen with some sources, and we're a Kelley Blue Book. There are a lot of great sources out there, but Kelley Blue Book is a renowned source, #1 site for rating consumer-owned vehicles. And we've actually seen some of those values increase a little bit.
Okay.
So that might not be a bad time.
No.
If somebody was kind of, maybe last fall, somebody said, I might want to sell my car, but I'm going to wait till the spring, or I'm going to wait to this, I'm going to wait to that. This might be the time for somebody to make a move. And I heard, Nate, that people can not only buy a car here, but they can also sell one.
You can sell one. And, we have the perfect person right next to me who is our trade-in expert.
Or if you want to just sell a vehicle and you don't want to trade it.
That's true.
So I think most people know this, but for those that don't, you do not have to buy a vehicle from Mohawk Honda.
Nope.
You don't have to buy a vehicle from Mohawk Chevrolet in order for us to buy your vehicle. So we're in the business of not just servicing vehicles, accessorizing vehicles, and selling vehicles, but we also buy vehicles.
You do.
So we buy vehicles, and that's not new, but I feel like every once in a while we need to mention it again because there certainly may be some folks who haven't sold a car or traded one in years and didn't realize the dealerships also buy vehicles even if you don't buy from them. So we have a dedicated department.
Well, it's spring cleaning, right?
Yes.
You spring cleaning, you got an extra car, like, I just need to get rid of it, right?
What's that car doing in the driveway?
Got to get it out of my garage. It's got too much stuff in my garage, I just got to get rid of it. I think I'm going to sell it.
It could be on the honey-do list. Honey, did you sell the car yet? Because it's taking up space. I need to get the, kiddie pool blown up for my feet.
That's right.
My goldfish.
My hot tub's got to go in the garage.
Yeah. So if you're that person that needs that extra space, whether it's in the side yard or it's in your driveway, or you just maybe don't need a vehicle right now. That happens, right? Sometimes people say, hey, I can go without for a little bit. Both stores are ready to assist you with buying your vehicle. In fact, before you even get to selling it to us, we'll make you an offer. And the good news is, if you're here at the dealership, you drive in, we have state-of-the-art technology that will be able to capture a bunch of info about your vehicle that will help us most accurately appraise your vehicle. And that's good because that gives you the most possible value for it.
That's right.
And we always match our number against Kelley Blue Book. And as the seller, you always get the number that's more. You get the better number. I don't know how you could do better than that.
You can't.
Right, exactly. So we call that our instant cash offer process. And by that actually is instant. I don't know if you know that that's true or not, but
that means we could write you a check on the spot.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. So if you have that free
check
and
off
clear
that
title,
honey-do list.
That's right.
Instant.
Imagine taking the car out as we see a car drive out. Imagine we take that car out and you bring it to Mohawk Honda or Mohawk Chevrolet and you get back home with a check You're like, see, I did it.
in like an hour. You're like, hey, yep, all done.
All set.
We did it.
That's right. We've
It
seen
might be the easiest hunt and do checklist ever.
That's right. You've seen the commercials for some online sources that do that. The only and there's nothing wrong with that, but that takes a while for them to come pick up your car.
That's
when
right.
you come to your local dealer, you come to a Mohawk Honda, Mohawk Chevrolet, and see us. You get a check on the spot.
Check on
And
the spot.
It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Keys, car, and title.
That's right. That's right. Don't forget the title. It's something that if you have that vehicle, that's sitting around, or you bought it a while ago, or even if you didn't, don't forget that title. So, lesson to everybody: if you don't do this every day, when you get that title from DMV after you buy the car, which might have been a while ago, make sure you take that envelope with the title in it, put it in that strong box, right? Put it in that safe.
I don't know if they can see him, but
Yeah, we have a lot of background. It's almost like this is not a green screen.
nope, this isn't a green
This
screen.
is the
This is
real
real
deal.
life, everybody.
These are real cars driving by us.
In a podcast.
Don't
Yep.
worry, we're safe. We're like 3 feet onto the pavement.
The good news about this curve is you can drive right up onto it.
Yeah, man, well, that makes me feel safer.
You're welcome.
But anyway, when you stop by the Honda store, you'll be able to come out and check it out. And we can't flip the camera around because we don't have that family. But right in this way up here is our deck, our rooftop deck.
That's right.
With really beautiful furniture. I opened those umbrellas myself this morning. People have already taken advantage of it.
Yeah, you did.
And we like sunshine, but most of us, I don't know. See this head right here? I need to keep it out of the sun. Don't want to have it full steam.
Yeah, we call it the airport terrace.
That's
you see the planes taking off. My private jet every now and then. You know.
That's right. Although if you're not native to Scotia or this area, well, Nate will attest to this. Boy, there are some of those big military cargo planes that go over. They kind of shake though. Don't worry, everything's completely safe. But they definitely you feel like you could reach out and touch one.
Yep.
One time.
Yep. You have the Air Force massive one that can hold like 6 tanks. And
That's
then,
right.
You got the smaller one. That's the National Guard that they do their practice flying with.
So that's a little off topic, but
Off topic.
Exactly. But we certainly wanted to call out, even though it's Monday and not Tuesday, we have a lot of things going on at Mohawk Auto Group. A couple of the biggest things are a shout out after the first quarter was done for the achievements in 2024, that President's Award Elite at Honda and Dealer of the Year Award at Chevrolet. Very, very important. Not because it's for us, it's actually for you and what it does for you.
Right.
And that full service suite of solutions that we have to help you with your ownership experience, the service, the paintless dent repair, the interior repair, and so on and so forth. All those things go into what makes it a great place to do business, and we look forward to it. So I feel like Mike's been talking a lot, but I wanted to get all this out because I'm all energized because it's so nice out
I
here.
mean, it's so nice outside. Your energy's flowing because the sun's out. You get that vitamin D in. But we did talk about a lot. We talked about the tariffs. Not as scary as we thought. There might actually be getting some more for your trade at the moment, so take a look at that. Got that honey-do list, all of the services. If you ever have any questions, we'd love to answer them. Please throw them in the comments below. If you're watching on Spotify, feel free to throw them in the comments. We do look at those to see if we can answer any questions, but that's it.
Yeah, that's enough for this week. I'm gonna get over here and check out some more cars and get out in the sun.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week on Mohawk Table Talk here at Mohawk Auto Group.